Oh, oh, you know what?
Hello.
Uh-oh.
I can't go upside down.
I'm on my iPad, so
Great.
I think.
Hi, everybody.
Woohoo! Oh, now I'm going to have a little bit of an issue. That's okay. You could just get started while I.
Figure your stuff out. Well, hey,
Yeah.
everyone. Today we're here to do our first Instagram Live of Ask My Sister, the coach. And my sister is Dawn, our coach. Today we're going to tackle why it's so hard to stay organized and how you can finally take control of your time, which she's been teaching me over the last couple months. So let's get started, and I'm going to ask my sister, the coach, her first question. Dawn, why do most people struggle to stay organized?
Oh my God. There's like so many reasons. I think the biggest reason is we all have so many things going on. So I want to say that it's just our lives today. You know, we have a lot of things that we're responsible for. And a lot of times that leads to being disorganized because
Right.
you just don't know where to start.
True. So, what have you found to help you in your busy life? Because anybody who knows you knows all you have going on. How do you stay organized?
Oh my God. Like a lot of different things. And I like, you know, being a coach in our community and other communities, I've, you know, come across a lot of entrepreneurs, mostly small business owners, who have a really hard time staying focused. So I feel like over the last couple years, I have felt it to be my mission. How do I get them to kind of like hold their head
How do
in
you
place?
how do you hold your head? That's the
Me,
question. Yeah, how do you do it?
me personally, I use my calendar for everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I start out with, which is one of the things we teach in the Accountability Collective, time blocking, but it really kind of starts with doing brain dumps,
Right.
which to me are very important. So getting everything that's cluttering up inside your head, writing it down, or putting it, you know, some people like digital,
Mm-hmm.
typing it into your computer and seeing that list starts relieving some of the stress we feel
Yeah.
or the overwhelm that's, you know, clouding our brain and not letting us move forward.
Right.
So those are the first things I do. Brain dump, organize the brain dump. I put it into time blocking. I use paper calendar on top of the digital, you know, calendar that's on my
Can we tell one of your big secrets?
what
How you have a paper calendar for everything you do?
everything. Yeah, I do.
Like 10 of them?
Yeah, because I can't make my mind up
I know.
because they all serve a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm kind of like a planner geek, I
Mm-hmm.
guess you could say.
Yeah.
But it's also in that search for the perfect one, which none are perfect, but learning about the different ones so that I could help different people and suggest
That
things.
yeah. I think there are perfect ones, but not everyone is perfect for every person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of a job to try to find the perfect one for you.
Yeah.
Um, some of them are too involved. So
Mm-hmm.
then if you're feeling that you don't have enough time, that involved planner or calendar that you're using might be a little too
Right.
much. But then again, for some people, it might be the perfect thing that they need. Some people want it simpler. And so for some people, that's perfect. Um, you know, takes a little bit of trial and error, asking questions, which I love having the conversations with people to kind of feel what's out there
Hmm.
and how it can help different people. What else do you want to know?
Well, I think what I've learned and not being a planner and not being, I always like to say I'm organized in my disorganized way,
Mhm.
and that's just how I've flown through adult life, I think. Um, but I think I am getting a little more structured after I've been working with you more and going through the brain dumps and going through the um, planning calls. And I think I've always time blocked in my own way.
Mhm.
So that's
Mhm.
nothing new to me. But, with 4 kids and when my kids were young and I worked, and I always had to find the time to do what needed to get done in my
Right.
own in my own way. Um,
Yeah. It like in your head, you just knew I need to
yeah,
save a certain amount of time or I need X amount of time at the end of the
yeah.
day because these are the things I need to accomplish.
Yeah, and organizing, even though I say I'm disorganized, but like we would plan trips to Buffalo. And with 4 kids, myself and my ex-husband, or just me and the kids, I would start organizing and planning and packing and getting things prepped for that trip for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
because
Hmm.
I knew I had to. So I think my planning is one way, and but you're right, when it comes to finding me a planner, I can't find a planner. Like I
Hmm.
don't I I like the Laurel Denise. I like it, but it's still missing what I want.
Hmm.
Um I haven't looked at the one you're using, but to me I don't even think I want to because it sounds too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Um and so I think, what I'm liking my tasks, and this is a good segue
Yeah.
into what you've been working on, and
Hmm.
that's the Kanban board. You know,
Yeah.
uh, I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm using it right. I don't even know if there's a right or wrong way to use it, but
I
you
don't
know,
think so. It's like one of those things that this is what I love about having these discussions and bringing a lot of this to the table is that, all of us are out there and we're all struggling,
mm-hmm,
wondering, like what's that thing that's going to help me get to the next level or why am I not getting there?
right,
And so we have like all these steps that we're working through in the Accountability Collective. It doesn't mean that every single person who's a member needs all of the things
right,
that we're offering, but they might need some of them.
mm-hmm,
Because you and I are working so closely and I'm seeing what you're doing with your planning and stuff like that, I'm listening and I'm hearing some of the things you're saying. You don't want more things that are going to complicate your day or the way you plan. You want to simplify it.
yeah,
So that's been the thing that I've been working on, especially been working with jewelry designers for the last like 8
mm-hmm,
years. Um, since I've become a coach. And I really try to listen to the things that I feel are holding people back. So sometimes it's not really planning or what knowing what to
yeah,
do on your social media. It's planning it or
mm-hmm,
how do I
and
structure
following
it?
through.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm,
and how do I do it? So a lot of the, things that we're incorporating into the Accountability Collective are the, tools that I feel are have been lacking or what I wish I would have had when I was starting out, not just in the jewelry industry, like when I started my hair business 40
yeah,
years ago, because these are all things that are not just for one particular type of work.
Mm-hmm.
It's like across the board. We're
Yeah,
all in the
yeah.
same boat, you
Mm-hmm.
know? You're trying to do new things that you weren't introduced to before. So, how do you stay organized? How do you keep it all together? I'm watching you. I think you're doing a great job. And I love like seeing it in real
I love
time.
that I'm
Like,
finally taking your advice.
yeah, without fighting it. Because it's more about like helping people, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And once you start doing that and you see like I like the our brain dump, that's
Mm-hmm.
been huge in helping people transform the way that they do business every single day
Yeah.
because they're using it in it's helping them. Do we have any questions coming in? I don't want to just,
I
you know
don't
me,
think
I could
so.
keep talking.
Yeah, I don't think so. I can't. I forgot to pull it up on my other screen on my laptop. Um, but yeah, that's why I'm really excited about this Kanban workshop because you did yours and I did the video and I set it up and I threw a post out and this and that and I'm watching you do it and I'm just gonna be honest, I was like, what the hell? You know,
What
and
the hell?
well, you know what was so funny? That brought us back to years ago when you used to structure and plan me and the boys and what we were going to learn for the day and the chores we were going to do and you organized it and you had crayons and you had pencils and paper and you know once the computer came you were printing it all out and doing everything and that was great how that brought up that long time memory of ours. But
I
that's
didn't
what
think you guys remembered that.
I didn't until we started talking about it and
Oh,
how, you were always coming up with activities and to-do lists for us and charts and whatever, when we were younger. But I guess my point is I looked and I was like, there's no freaking way. But I'm going to tell you, I did my board and we will reveal our boards during the workshop, but it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I was not as structured or as precise as you. But it's working for me, you know.
yeah,
So I think that's going to be fun to do it with everybody and get it set up. And I didn't need the shop because you and I discussed it, and I've been learning about it too, so I know how to use it, so I didn't have to wait. But I think it's going to be fun, and it's just going to give another tool for all of our people, all of our friends in the Accountability Collective. It's going to give them another tool to use
right.
to it may not be for some, it may be for others. And the funny thing is, like I was telling you, I honestly,
Hi, Sarah.
Sarah said hi Sarah. I honestly was using that at one of my companies. Never
Yeah.
knew what it was called,
Hmm.
just thought the director was like a guru and had this, thought it all up herself. But now that I've learned it and set it up, and I'm like, I was doing this before,
Yep.
Well, not me, like the whole team was. It
Hmm.
was a team Kanban board thing. But so I'm just really excited to help people get more organized and, just giving another tool.
Yeah. Yeah. It goes like hand in hand with great for the brain dump
Mm-hmm.
because you just transfer your brain dump onto
Yep.
your little sticky notes.
That's how I did
And
it. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I love my little sticky notes.
Yeah.
Um, and it just gives you that one more thing that I'm
Another
not saying,
tool.
yeah, it doesn't have to be done exactly the way that, I did it. I actually did this without knowing what it was. Actually, for Dennis, a couple years ago, he had this big, huge whiteboard, and I had to take this tape and make all these lines and do all this stuff for him.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody kept coming in watching me do it at his work. And they thought I was nuts because there were so many columns and lines and whatever. But I did it
Mm-hmm.
one afternoon and I loved doing it. So then when I got home, I'm like, how do I incorporate this into my jewelry
Yeah.
business? And so I actually did it on a big, huge doors that were my closet. I had two big, huge ones, and I split them in four. So I used four columns for what I was doing. And my fifth column was actually putting the order on the table so it could get packaged. So I had like a five column
Yeah.
system.
Well,
We're
we
going
don't
to
know.
teach three.
We don't, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
It's
We're
going
getting
to be
ahead of
simple,
ourselves.
but it's like, you know, that helped me to stay super organized. When you're doing 30 custom pieces, customizable, I should say, um, every week, it gets a little crazy. Like, who did I make the stamp for? Who did I this? Who did I that? I had those orders up, all over the place. I had to think of a system.
Yeah.
So it was funny, just recently when I actually looked it up, and there was an actual name for this
Yeah.
system. And of course, I jumped right on it, like, oh my God, I have to do this for our accountability collective, because that's one of the things we're trying to do at least once a month, introduce
Right.
something new.
Introduce something new or give a workshop that is beneficial for the small business owners that we support.
Yeah.
So, so anyways, I'll just go into the spiel. We are offering the workshop to non-members if anyone's interested. For the non-members, it would be $9.99 for the workshop. It's going to be Tuesday the 18th and Saturday the 22nd. Both times are 2 o'clock Eastern time. So that would be $9.99 if you just want to take the workshop. But if you want to take the workshop and join the collective, we are running our intro offer again of $39.99, and the workshop would be free with that. So let me know. Links are in the bio or message one of us.
Mhm.
Dawn, I think our time is about up, but I just want everybody to know how happy we are with the progress we're seeing with the collective and where the members have, where they started and where they're at now. Um, it's
It's
just
crazy.
amazing. Well, it's amazing for me. You knew them all, and
Mhm.
and some of them had slacked off and fell behind, and so you knew where they could be and how. I walked into like some of them like, ah, I need help so bad, and in
Yeah.
their own, each of them in their own way, and now they're all like these proficient, like our
It's like they don't need us
co-working
anymore.
calls. There's no playing. I
Yeah.
like to goof around. It's nope. Back to work.
No.
Set the timer. Let's go. Oh my God, I'm on this call. I forgot I'm on this call. So everybody has definitely in the month and a half that we've been live, um, really, really gotten back on their feet and back on the right track. And I'm just amazed. Even, we've had a few that have gotten sick over the last month or so, and, they're still posting their weekly priorities. They're still
Yeah.
checking in on Fridays and letting us know that, yeah, they may have slacked, but, and then what I'm really liking is over the last couple of weeks or so, the community, I've been seeing them coming
Yeah.
together and talking
Yeah.
more and helping each
Hmm.
other and answering questions. Like
Yep.
I was like, it's been amazing to watch, and I think everybody should join. You know, um,
I
I,
know.
well, being from the corporate world, like you like to say, and then being a small business owner myself at one time, and now trying to become another small business owner again, it can work for
Yeah.
anybody. The
Yeah.
our collective could be for managers, it
Mhm.
could be for mothers, it could be for teachers, it could be for any profession, any walk of life would
Yep.
benefit from what we're doing.
Yep.
I mean, right now we got a lot of jewelry, but those are the people that you've been working with. But I just think people should put the word out to anybody they know if they think they need it. You know,
Hmm.
our planning sessions, our accountability calls, our co-working calls, you know, and then our workshops we're doing every month, anyone could benefit from.
Yeah.
So I'm very proud of you
Thank
for putting this
you.
together. And
Well, you know
I'm
how much I appreciate all your background help that not everybody, well, they do see it. I think that everybody's starting to see it
yeah.
as you're putting it out there, but you know, you're like holding up our member site, doing all the things in the background. You're
Well,
doing a
I'm only doing
fantastic
that because
job.
you brought me in and it was all your vision. And
Yeah.
it's been amazing to see it coming to life and to finally see what you were seeing.
I know, because you did think I was a little nutty
I
in the
did. I was
beginning.
like, I was like, you're crazy. I didn't say
You kind of did.
it. Kind of, sort of. Anyways, well, I think our time is up that we slotted for this because, you know, we time block around here at the Accountability Collective. Anyways, everybody, thank you for coming. If you jumped in midway, we are going to post the video, and thanks for all your support.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Gina.
Bye. Love you.
I love you too.